We continue our coverage of the 2022 Volleyball Poundfest in McAllen. We're in the final day, championship day here at McAllen. And now you see the host school, the McAllen Lady Bulldogs, are front and center. They'll be playing in this quarterfinal matchup against Edinburg Vela. Already on the other side of the bracket, we know the semifinals will be played between McAllen Memorial and PSJA. Congratulations to victories on both of their sides. And they'll be on one side of the bracket. McAllen will be playing in this game against Edinburg Vela. As you see the Lady Sabercats break out of the huddle. And they'll take on the winner of Harlingen and Nikki Rowe, which will be playing at the same time in the back gym here at Mac High. Semifinals scheduled to take place today after these quarterfinals. And then we'll have a consolation third place game, and then we'll have the championship game scheduled at 2 o'clock. McAllen has looked impressive, my friends, and they look better each time the competition steps up. So the better you play, the better they appear to play in their games. Edinburg Vela is a district opponent against this McAllen Lady Bulldog team. And so this is a preview once again, just as we saw earlier today in the Sherryland and McAllen Memorial side, a preview of district matchups. Sabercats will be serving first. They're on the left side of your screen as you take a look at this. On the right side will be the McAllen Lady Bulldogs. They'll be the home team on the scoreboard in the purple uniforms with the gold trim. The Vela Sabercats in the dark uniforms with the white lettering. Again, talent is there for Edinburg Vela, but they have to play near perfect volleyball to knock off a McAllen team here, and away we go. First serve, spike in the net, and a point scored for the Lady Sabercats, and they jump out to the 1-0 lead. Ava Tovar back to serve to start things off for Edinburg Vela. Her jump serve is across. Better pass this time by McAllen. Set it up off the net, blocked. And hit across that time, covered by the Lady Sabercats. Ball goes out of bounds on the next hit. It's a 2-0 game with the Sabercats on top. Catherine Williamson is the primary hitter on the outside left for McAllen. They'll set her here. Spikes that into the net. Another point scored for Edinburg Vela. And an early 3-0 lead for Edinburg Vela as Tovar continues to serve. Tovar keeps it in play. Back row gets to it. Free ball to work with now for Edinburg Vela. Set in the center. Spiked off the blockers. Point scored. Edinburg Vela on top 4-0. That hit by Samantha Villalobos. 4-0 ball game. Ava Tovar to serve. Once again, she's been serving since the opening serve, has rattled off 4 consecutive points scored. Spike over, played by the defense of the Sabercats. No near the scorer's table. Whistle blew. As they'll say that ball was out of play. So it's a 4-1 game. Tovar off the serving line. Serve now belongs to McAllen and Benelli Rocha. Will serve it up. Left-handed server gets it across. Deep serve. Back row passes it forward. Set off the net for Emily Gonzalez. She'll put it down. Out of bounds, though. Point scored for McAllen. It's a 4-2 game. Appreciation to the school district here for McAllen assisting us in broadcasting this game. See the logo up there. They've got an ad that will be running throughout the season. Normally we have that in place for any of the broadcasts that are taking place here at McAllen or any of the McAllen schools. Spiked by the Lady Sabercats, played by the Lady Bulldogs. They'll set it up outside, and putting it away is Catherine Williamson. 4-3. Let's take a look on the Josh Moody replay screen. The pass to Williamson, and got it before the blockers could get in place. Thanks, Josh Moody Loans, for providing us those replay opportunities. 4-3 game. McAllen trying to tie it up. Vela gets it over, out of bounds. So after Vela scores the first 4, McAllen rattles up the next 4. And all tied up. Deep serve, pass up near the net. They can't dig it out. Points scored for McAllen, and the Lady Bulldogs have their first lead at 5-4. Five-4 game. That serve goes out of bounds. Tie it up at 5 apiece. Edinburg Vela will serve. Back to serve is Abigail Zamora. Zamora with a jump serve. Good pass that time by the Lady Bulldogs. Set it in the center, and bingo! Point scored. Estringel on the front row. With that kill, substitutions in for McAllen. Kayla Salinas checks in the game. Also checking in is Braylene Martinez. Martinez will serve. Lady Bulldogs up 1, 6-5 here in game 1 of a best of 3. Sabercats of Edinburg Vela. Set it up for Emma Lucio. Puts it over. Played on a back set by the Lady Bulldogs. Punched up in the air defensively by Zamora. Set up Lucio again. Tips it over. Scores the point. Ties the game at 6. That was Emily Gonzalez on the tip. And we're tied at 6 apiece. Samantha Villalobos back to serve for the Sabercats. Bulldogs set it on a back set. Blocked by Vela. Lady Sabercats back on top at 7-6. First game of a best of 3. Next serve. Over, played by McAllen. That's off the blockers. Points scored. We're tied at 7 apiece. Gabriela Estringel to serve. Good pass that time by the Sabercats. Outside right on the hit attack. McAllen coming back at you. Good set. Spike. Back row. Score that point. Caitlin Pritchard puts it away. 8-7 lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Sabercats tip that one over. Faye Vasquez on the front row, able to score that point and tie us up at 8. Excuse me. Edinburg Vela playing tough here against McAllen. Emily Gonzalez to serve. Short serve. Good pass. Back set this time. That spike's too strong out of the back row. And that makes it a 9-8 game with Edinburg Vela on top and Emily Gonzalez serving, trying to earn a 2-point lead. All these games are to 25. Win by 2. That's off the block. Edinburg Vela will play it near the net. Set it up for Vasquez. Good dig on the back row by McAllen. Set it up outside left. Played on the back row by the libero back there for Vela. Good rally here this time for this point. Spike across. Again, the back row able to play it for a moment, but a point scored by McAllen. As the Lady Bulldogs were able to take the assertive approach in being on attack mode for most of that rally. They'll serve here, looking to take the lead. Sabercats set it up for Bizarre up at the front row. McAllen spikes that off the block. Back set. Lucio lets that one go. McAllen trying to attack right back at you. Pass the blocker, score the point. Mac High on top by 1. 10-9 the score. Pritchard back at the service line. Gets it across. Vela on the return to serve. Set it up for Gazar, puts it over, points scored. We're tied again at 10 apiece. It started 4-0 Vela. 4 points in a row by Mac High tied us up, and from there we've been separated by a point, back and forth. Tied now. Sabercats serve. Lady Bulldogs tip past the blockers. Lucio's there to play that. Set up Gazar, puts it over. 2 defenders back there for McAllen. Put it in play. Score the point for the Lady Bulldogs. They're back up. 11-10. Libero back there as Leah McAllen. She was one of our players of the game on the first day of coverage here. McAllen has been on the main floor throughout, so they've been in on our broadcast screens. Serve over, played by Edinburg Vela. Set it off the net for Lauren Hansen now on the front row. Bulldogs hit that one too strong, and we're tied again at 11. Faye Vasquez will serve. We saw teams push McAllen in day one especially, and it seemed as if the later the game went, the more they were challenged, the better they played. Right now tied at 11. They'll set it up, punch it over, and points scored for McAllen. They go back up 1 at 12-11. Substitution back in the game is Estringel. Back on the front row, back to serve is Leah McAllen for the Lady Bulldogs. Sabercats with a pass, set it up for Villalobos, puts it over. McAllen can go on the attack, set it up, punch it past the blockers, and that'll score the point. Caitlin Vaden on the front row gives the Lady Bulldogs a 2-point lead. 13-11 is your score. Now there's a conversation with the judge going on by the captain for the Lady Bulldogs. They rewarded that point. Everything seems to be in check there. Like and follow us on Facebook if you haven't done so already. If you're watching the game there, please share the link. Let other fans know these games are going on. Always helps. Spike over. We're looking at our screen. That camera is as rock solid clear as I can see it. On the screen it's clear, and then I just checked the broadcast. So if you're seeing a blurry screen, not certain where that's coming from. 3-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs, looking for more here, and they'll get it down in the corner. Oh, that's just out of bounds. 14-12 the score. Catherine Williamson tried to put that in play. I checked all of my screens. We'll have Kevin check his. I'm not saying at 10 o'clock in the morning that our vision isn't crystal clear. We were up late last night. Kevin came rolling in after the scrimmages, covering our football scrimmage at Raymondville. I was up monitoring some things and trying to get some stuff done on the computer. Still, we convened about midnight and said see you at 6 in the morning as we get ready for today's action. Coverage today from McAllen. We'll also have coverage from Donna. Points scored there, and McAllen now up 4 at 16-12. Thank you, Mary, for chiming in, saying it's clear. Michelle, maybe reset your screen. See if that'll help. We're clear. Kevin's clear. We're clear. Timeout on the floor. We'll check our camera one time just to make sure. Back after this.
Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum.
Back here, we'll get back to action here in a 16-12 lead for the McAllen Lady Bulldogs. Edinburg Vela calling the timeout, and they'll capitalize on that and score a point and gain the serve. This is a quarterfinal matchup. The winner will take on the winner of the match in the back gym between Harlingen and McAllen Row. Already Memorial in the semifinals, as there's another point scored by the Lady Sabercats. McAllen Memorial with a victory earlier right here on this floor. They took down Sherryland in 2. Meanwhile, PSJA knocked off Los Fresnos. Spike over that time on the angle. Is that in? Yes, it is. Point scored. McAllen up 3 at 17-14. In to serve is Braylene Martinez. Martinez with a jump serve, gets it over. Sabercats attacking from the outside right. McAllen, good diving play back there by Martinez. Sabercats off the net, set it up for Lucio, tips it over. And a point scored for Edinburg Vela. The libero, Leah McAllen, laid out, trying to get to that ball, got a hand on it, just couldn't get it in position to make it a pass. So Edinburg Vela will serve. Gabby Gracia back at the service line, puts it in play. McAllen set it up, that's off the blockers, score the point, another kill by Gabriela Estringel. 18-15 with McAllen on top. Estringel to serve now. Deep serve. That's Gracia back there as the libero. Free ball for McAllen. The pass, the set by Rocha, and putting it away on the net is Isabella Rivera. 16, let's take a look on the replay screen on the right side. Just a letter perfect set. Thank you, South Padre Island, for providing us those split screen replays. Mackay up 4. Gracia with a pass. Set up here for Vasquez. McAllen right back at you. Salinas puts it over, and she'll score a point. 4-point lead. Make it a 5-point lead, 20-15. McAllen trying to capture game 1, eyeing the semifinals here in the 2022 Poundfest. Back with more right after this.
Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Back here, Mission CISD, one of our advertising partners last year on Rio Sports Live. We hope they will renew. Mr. Verley, I reached out to earlier this week. And we anticipate they'll be back on, assisting us in our broadcast here on Rio Sports Live. Vela, after the timeout, set it up and hit it out of bounds, and McAllen now up 6 at 21-15. You go back, this game was tied at 12 apiece. And since then, it's a 9-3 run for the Lady Bulldogs. That'll score a point there for the Edinburg Vela. Sabercats down 5. Emily Gonzalez back to serve. They'll need 2 or 3 points off of her service run here. That's in the net, though. Easy point scored on a service error to Mackay. 22-16, McAllen on top. Substitution in for the Lady Sabercats as Mia De La Garza checks in on the back row. Meanwhile, in to serve for McAllen is Cadence Pritchard. Pritchard will serve it up. Deep serve, good pass. jump set this time to the center. McAllen going on the attack with a back set. Spiked across, that's out of bounds. Though in the net called against the SaberCats. And McAllen awarded the point. That allows them to substitute. Kareli Cantu checks into the game for the Lady Bulldogs. She'll replace Kayla Salinas on the front row. Cantu up there with Isabella Rivera and Miranda Quintanilla. Serve goes in the net. (23-17) game as Emma Lucio rotates back to serve for the Lady SaberCats. Left-handed serve put across. McAllen will somehow get that in play. But the SaberCats have a good chance to score here, and good dig back there by the McAllen defense. Now they'll have them scrambling. McAllen goes on the attack. Back set, punched over. SaberCats, back set of their own, off the net. McAllen trying to set something up on the outside left. That's off the net, played by the SaberCats. They'll keep the rally alive. Back on the Mackay side. Pritchard sets it up, tipped off the blocker, score the point on a hit by Miranda Quintanilla. (24-17). McAllen now one away from capturing game one here in this best of three. Reminding you the semifinals coming up after this, and then we're to the championship game at 2 o'clock. We also have coverage of the Donna tournament, which will pick up on the semifinals. Ruben Rodriguez and Kane over there on the coverage. That's a service error by the Mackay Lady Bulldogs. 6-point game. Faye Vasquez back to serve for the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela. Pass that time by the Lady Bulldogs, and off the blockers, Isabella Rivera again scores the point, and the Lady Bulldogs win game one. 25-18 your final score. Game two between Edinburg Vela and McAllen after this.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are Edinburg Vela, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, McAllen Lady Bulldogs out on the floor first. They won the first game 25-18. We get set for game number 2. Already McAllen Memorial in the semifinals. So is PSJA. They'll play in the next game right here on this floor. As the semifinals will follow these quarterfinals right on target. Try to get an update if we can on what's happening in the back gym. That features Harlingen and Nikki Rowe. That's the final quarterfinal game being played out here. All the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championships played here on the main gym. That's where we camped out from day one. Our appreciation to the hospitality table behind us, providing us anything we want. They told us right now we've got a water and a popcorn, but they've told us come over, anything you want, we'll take care of you. Always nice when the concessions and the hospitality takes care of our crews here on Rio Sports Live. Away we go. Game number 2. Vela serving it up, or McAllen serving it up and scoring a point, and the Lady Bulldogs jump out to the 1-0 lead. Astringel able to putting away. Vanelli Rocha to serve. That pass across the net, challenge there, won by McAllen, but they'll say over the net and award the point to Edinburg Vela. It's a 1-1 game. In game 1, it was back and forth, 4-0, then 4-4, and then we were tied all the way up until the teens. When we got past 12 and 13, that's when McAllen extended the lead. Lady Bulldogs hit that one. That's in. Point scored, 2-1, McAllen on top. Into the game is Kayla Salinas. Also checking in is Braylon Martinez on the Mac High side. Martinez will be serving. 2-1 game, and she'll serve it up. Knuckleballs it over. Edinburg Vela. Back set this time. Tip it over. Lady Bulldogs are able to keep it in play. Outside right, across on the Vela side. They will not get that one across, and Mac High scores the point. Our game's on our social media on Rio Sports Live. Reminding you, go to our website, check out the Stars Network. That's where everything's going, my friends. That point scored there by the SaberCats makes it 3-2. The Stars Network, everything's being tested and is going to roll out onto over-the-top streaming channels within the network. It's this social media. We won't be fighting the police on the right side when schools have music pumping in. Our network, we're looking at being on the platforms of Roku, of Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and our website. Right now, everything's on the website on the Stars Network. Currently showing the broadcast on the primary channel, which is what this game is. And later today, we'll have coverage. The St. Joe channel is in place. The school districts will have their own channels. It'll be a wide range of coverage, both pre-recorded and live. There's an ace served up by Edinburg Vela, and the Lady SaberCats on top by 2 at 5-3. Villalobos to serve again. Better return a serve this time by Mac High. Set it up, blocked, but it's out of bounds. Point scored to Mac High. Gabrielle Estringel taking it right off the blockers. and scoring the point. She'll rotate back to serve. Isabella Rivera to the front row for the Lady Bulldogs. Ace served up, ties us at 5 apiece. Astringel with the ace. She'll serve again. In the net, a service error gives the lead back and the serve to Edinburg Vela. Lara Gazar checks into game. Back to serve is Emily Gonzalez for the Sabercats. Good pass by the Lady Bulldogs, set it up, blocked this time by Edinburg Vela. Across the net, set it up for Salinas, puts it over. Spike over is out of bounds off the back row, and we're tied at 6. Now it resembles the way game 1 was playing out. Both teams staying within each other. One running away. Cadence Pritchard to serve for Mackay. Deep serve. That's an ace served up, and the Lady Bulldogs up by 1 at 7-6. Pritchard to serve again. Quintanilla on the front row. Also, Kayla Salinas is up there for the Mackay Lady Bulldogs. And another ace served up. Lady Bulldogs up 8-6 as Pritchard scores another point. Pritchard to serve again. Up near the net, punched over by Lucio. Sabercats trying to get something set up for a hit. Gazar gets it over. On the return, it's carried out of bounds. And the Sabercats score the point. They're back to within 1 at 8-7. Emma Lucio back to serve. Meanwhile, a substitution in the game for Edinburg Vela as Lauren Hansen will check in. Lucio serve. Pass by McAllen, set it up outside, punched over by Quintanilla. Sabercats set it up for Gazar. Another set across the net. This is Salinas, and she'll score the point. Salinas with a kill. She'll check out of the game as a substitute pops off the bench. McAllen, much like McAllen Memorial, talent up and down that bench. Anyone that rotates in this game has the ability to play at a high level. Here's Kaylin Ottmers to serve. Ottmers puts it in play. Deep serve, ace. 3-point lead for McAllen at 10-7. They won the first game. Trying to close it out here in 2. We're still early on. PSJA already starting to assemble. They're in the gym. They'll be taking on McAllen Memorial after this one concludes. Second hit over. Mackay scores again. They have so many weapons and so many hitters and so many knowledgeable players on those front rows. You always have to be on your toes at what's coming at you. It could be the big hit, it could be the tip, it could be the second hit over. A lot of options. Mackay exercises them all. They lead, and we'll be back with more after this.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis.
Back here, and McAllen on top 11-7. Coach Michael Smith and his troops always seem to find another gear when teams challenge them here in the early part of the season. How good is McAllen? I'm not sure if we've seen the highest level they can play, but they've already shown extremely talented. Another point for the Lady Bulldogs. Ottmers to serve again. Deep serve, carries out of bounds off the back row. Edinburg Vela earns the serve. Villalobos checks back in the game on the front row. Back to serve is Gabby Gracia. Gracia puts it into play. A pass up right to Pritchard, sets it quickly. Hit across by Rivera. And the Lady Bulldogs score the point at 13-8. Pritchard, such a soft set of hands on those sets. McAllen back to serve. This is a libero for Mac High. Punched over from the back row, but McAllen on the attack. Sabercats now trying to set it up on the outside. Off the blocker, score the point. Lauren Hansen. 13-9 game. It was at this venture in game one that McAllen pushed into another gear, took it up a little higher, and extended the lead. Sabercats would like to get right back in this one. There's a big kill, down it goes, and Estringel puts it away. Checking in the game now is Caitlin Pritchard for Mac High. Rotating back to serve is Yaneli Rocha. Meanwhile, Lucio back in the game for Edinburg Vela. She'll set up on the back row for the Lady Sabercats. And an ace is served up by the Bulldogs. They're up 6. Rocha serving again. Deeper serve. Another service there. That's 2 times out of the last 3 serves by McAllen that serves have carried off that back line. 5-point game. Abigail Zamora to serve for Edinburg Vela. Set over. McAllen plays it off the net. Sabercats with a good chance here. Lucio lets it go, and out of bounds it goes. Lucio in just a bit of a hurry that time to attack that ball. Didn't get on top of it. And so McAllen serving. Braylene Martinez serves it up, and that's an ace. 17-10. Mac High now up 7. Braylon Martinez to serve. Gym starting to fill up with more people. We must be getting to the semifinals. Good serve across that time. Sabercats are able to get to it. Get it over. McAllen on the attack here. Center set. Put it away. A big kill that time by Cantu. Corelli Cantu reaching back for the extra. Ball goes out of bounds. 18-11. Is that Cantu or is that's Estringel still on the front row? My bad. Cantu will now check into the game. That was Estringel on the kill. Served by the Sabercats. McAllen set it up. Estringel off the blocker. Score another point for the Lady Bulldogs. They're up 19-11. They won game 1, 25-18. In control here in game 2. Estringel puts that over on the Sabercats side. It's off the net, 4 hits. 20-11 now. McAllen on top and rolling. Timeout called by the Sabercats of Edinburg Vela. 9-point lead. Lady Bulldogs trying to join PSJA McAllen Memorial in the semifinals. We'll be back with more after this.
Classics Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi. Back here in Real Sports Live. Thanks for the advertisers that are part of what we do. Advertising revenue is what 100% funds what we do here on Real Sports Live. This week alone, we knew there were 3 schools involved, 6 gyms, 2 gyms over at Donna, and tournaments going on in the Coastal Bend. It's not like we didn't have the equipment to do it and the personnel standing by to do it. It's just the funding of trying to get things in place. So the advertisers that you do see on the screen are an integral part of what we do. There's a hit off the defense of the Edinburg Vela Sabercats, and McAllen up now 21-12. Cadence Pritchard checks in to serve. Pritchard lets it go. Vela trying to set up in the middle. Hit across by Vasquez. Point scored there for the Sabercats, makes it 21-13. They'll substitute in. Lauren Hansen back on the front row. Emma Lucio back to serve for the Sabercats. Lucio, a multi-sport individual. Most of these players participate in more than one sport. There's a point scored for Vela off the serve of Lucio. 21-14. Lucio ready. Good pass. Pritchard will set it up on a back set. And 4 hits called. Another point for Edinburg Vela. They're within 6 at 21-15. Another serve by Lucio coming up. Pritchard sets it up across the net. Punched over. Sabercats get it across. McAllen now on the attack. On the outside right, off the blockers. Good play by the defense on the Vela side, as Hansen got a hand on that. Lucio playing some defense. Center of the net to Vasquez. Nothing doing. McAllen scores the point. They win the long rally and take the 22-15 lead. Lucio will now check out of the game for Edinburg Vela, as Marissa Santos checks in the game. Meanwhile, back to serve is Kaylin Ottmers for McAllen. Serves up an ace. 23-15. Ottmers, strong serving here in game 2, especially for the Lady Bulldogs. Serves that one out of bounds. 23-16 your score. Sabercats to serve. That's Gracia. Pritchard sets it up. Ball tipped over. Sabercats tip it. Pritchard again is there. This time coming up to set it up is McAllen. Good diving play back there by the Sabercats. Can they get this over? They will. Free ball to work with for McAllen. Jump set. Good block that time by the Sabercats. The rally continues. Spiked over. Now the Sabercats can set something up outside right. That's in. It's point scored. Digging deep that time. Edinburg Vela wins a long rally. 23-17 your score. Gracia to serve again. That's blocked. Point scored. Edinburg Vela. They're back to within 5. Here's where McAllen's always drawn the line. Can Gracia get him over this to get him to within 4? Hit over. Sabercats. Good pass. Back set. Spiked off the blockers. And the ball's still alive. Great play by Richard to keep that one in play. SaberCats, center set, tip it. Better coverage this time. Quick set on the second one, and the SaberCats can't recover. Point scored, Mac High. 24-18. McAllen now serving for the win. McElhen to serve it up. Serves up an ace. Ball game over. Semifinals are set for Mac High's side of the bracket. They're over. They'll await the winner of Harlingen and Nikki Rowe. Thanks to everyone for joining us for our broadcast. Our player of the game, I'm going to give it to Gabriella Estringel. For McAllen. It's going to do it for the broadcast. We got to get ready for the semifinals. McAllen Memorial will take on PSJA. Reminding you, highlights of these games will be up later on. You can watch the replays as long as they stay up. I'm Joe Bowling for Real Sports Live. So long for a while.